Did you guys know, according to our former Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, it is estimated that by 2030, 80% of Malaysian citizens will settle in urban areas? Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Siti HAJAR binti Ahmad KAMEL, your moderator for this documentary. So, what is an urban area? An urban area is a human settlement with a high population density and infrastructure of built environment that are created to urbanization that help people to live in a better and comfortable life. When we talk about urban areas, especially in places like Kuala Lumpur, surely things like easy access for public transportation, high towers, advanced technology, better education will come to our mind. However, despite all the progress in the city, there is still a major problem that urban dwellers have to face, which is crime. There are many issues relating to urban areas and the increase in the crime rate, such as rising cost of living, individualism behavior among neighborhood, and many more, that have contributed to the rising crime rate in the urban areas. To enlighten us with the issue, we will be having Dr. NURSHAHEERA YUHANEZ, a senior lecturer of urban sociology in UiTM, to explain in detail about the issues in urban area. So, Doctor, do you agree with the issues that I have been stated earlier?
Okay, thank you, moderator. Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. Before I get into analyzing the issue mentioned by the moderator, I would like to highlight those criminal activities are the top concern cases that government and society need to deal with and focus on. So most reports said that criminal cases always happen in urban housing neighborhoods. So the first issue, according to the moderator, is the cost of living is the main issue of the crime that happened in Malaysia. I do agree with that. This is because most rural folks who live in urban areas commit crime because want to survive with the high cost of living in urban. Some scholars said that there is a potential link between worsening income inequality and an increase in the number of burglaries or levels of crime. So, for the second issue is lack of resident involvement. I do agree with the second issue mentioned by the moderator. For your information, most criminal activities always start in the neighborhoods. Nowadays, most people are busy with their own life. They are not bothered about other people except their own family safety. In my opinion, in addition to authorities such as the police, the community must work together to battle crime in their neighborhood. For example, a society that is able to install CCTV may be able to assist in the prevention of crime. I think that is it from me. I would like to pass it on to the moderator. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Doctor, for a very compact and precise explanation about the issues. Okay, by what had been explained by Dr. Shahira about the issues in urban area, surely we want to know how bad the crime rate in Malaysia is. So, Datuk Sri Dr. HAZWANI, as a chief statistician of Malaysia, can you tell us about the crime rate in Malaysia? Is it still under control?
Thank you, moderator, and hello everyone. Let me explain the statistics of the crime in Malaysia. As we can see in the following picture, there is a crime index ratio per 100,000 population by state in 2018 and 2019. According to crime statistics, community size does make a difference as crime rates are higher in urban than in rural areas. The crime index ratio per 100,000 population for Malaysia in 2019 improved to 256.6 as compared to 273.8 in 2018. We can conclude that the crime index ratio for all states declined except for Pulau Pinang, Sarawak and Terengganu. Okay, so these are Malaysia's crime statistics 2019 by case. The cases in the picture are divided into two categories, namely violent crime, which are 60,489 cases, and property crime, which are 66,967 cases. As we can see, among all the crimes in the category of violence, robbery is the highest case in the statistics of violent crime, where it was recorded at 9,729 cases. Meanwhile, in property crime, the highest number of cases was vehicle theft, which was recorded at 30,867 cases. Although the cases in Malaysia show a decrease from 2018 to 2019, it still worries the citizen, especially those who live in urban areas. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Datuk Sri, for the information. So, YB Datuk Sri MAIZATUL ADILAH, as a Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, can you share with us what have been done by the government?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Moderator. So, as part of the government, we do realize the increasing number of crimes that happen in Malaysia year by year. So, due to that, in 2004, the Safe City program was launched and it was proposed the crime prevention through environmental design CPTED. So, in this program, we have introduced many strategies to ensure the residential safety. For example, the installment of CCTV, which is located in the high-risk area. And other than that, we have safety mirrors, which ensure the pedestrian safety in crime hotspots, and also a strict lights also will be effective for security solution. Besides Safe City program, we do have a national social service program under the 8 Malaysian Plan, which aims to promote the cooperation among the NGOs and the government agency in order to combat the crime. And then under the 9 Malaysian Plan, also the lifelong learning program and Center on Unity is created to form the patrolling community. Therefore, all of these efforts have been initiated by the government with the hope that we can reduce the crime rate in Malaysia.
So, Adilah, as a resident of Sri Alam, I would like to ask, what can a resident in urban areas do to fight crime at their residency?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Ms. Reporter, for the opportunity to let me share a little bit on the crime issue in this area. As part of the society, I do observe that there is always news reported in the newspaper, television, radio talking about the security problem, including the criminal cases in the resident area, including here, such as robbery, drug abuse, vandalism, rape, housebreaking, murder, and others. I know that all of these criminal cases have brought to the forefront problem of the urbanization. As a representative on the behalf of the society, I think it is very crucial for every citizen to play their role to tackle the crime issue, and I think there are many ways to take back the control and prevent crime in our community. It just takes a communication, community, and time. First, I think we can work with our local agency and other organizations in the neighborhood based on the solving the problem. We can set a community patrol to make sure the street and home are well lit. Second, I think society can report any crime or suspicious activity immediately to the police. There are even a free app available to use that show us an interactive map of crime in our neighborhood, and we can receive alert and information on the mobile apps. Third, I think as a society, we can promote a sense of the community through the involvement in a wide range of program and activity that can show we are care about our society well-being and each other's safety.
Ms. Adilah, there must be many challenges in making sure the society play their roles, right? Can you share with us among the biggest challenges faced by the society in playing their roles?
Yes. Being part of the society, I need to admit that it is not easy for us to prevent a crime, especially after government released that law enforcement alone cannot reduce crime without involving the community participation. To tackle the issue, it needs a lot of commitment and time for each resident, which we lack since everyone has their own daily commitment. The lack of the community participation is among the challenges that we as a society are facing now to prevent a crime. The participation of the neighborhood in crime prevention is justifiable since we know our locality and crime problem better than outsider. However, the willingness of the community member to participate in crime prevention program may be hindered by the factor like fear of crime, commitment to other job, and community perception on the local government agency itself. For example, the voluntarily patrolling team throughout the country are now facing the inactive activity since there is a lack of the volunteerism among the neighborhood. This will be imparting responsibility to the organisation like Kawasan Rukun Tetangga to safeguard the safety in the resident area. And thus, I realized that this rapid urbanization dictates that we can no longer work in the isolation but together in every situation to reduce the crime. So I really hope that in the future we as a society can work on this issue together to prevent the crimes in the urbanization area. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, ADILAH, for sharing on behalf of Urban Society. As an urban sociology specialist, I also would like to share with you guys about the challenges faced by our government in combating crime, especially in urban area. So, one of the challenges is of course money. In order to ensure program like installment of CCTV in hotspot area surely consume huge amount of money. The Penang government said in 2018, they have used up to 47.78 million ringgit just to install CCTV across Penang areas. Secondly, the exploding population of people in urban area. Cities like Kuala Lumpur and Penang have become a place that not only attract rural residents to migrate but also foreigners to work. This has made areas become too dense and hard to control because it creates a condition where there is insufficient public authority like police to control the crime at that place. So, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri NURUL AWADAH, as the Chief Minister of Selangor, can you share your opinion with us about what can we do in order to settle those issues?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today, I'm here to give two solutions that have been done by government and can be done by society to solve the issues that have been stated by our Ms. Moderator earlier. So, as according to our Ms. Moderator, one of the issues that happen in urban areas is the rising cost of living. To solve this, our government has provided financial aid to society. For this point, I would like to give one program that government has done to alleviate the crime issue. The programs are Income Loss Assistance or Bantuan Kehilangan Pendapatan. So, BKP is eligible to all employees who lost their source of income, as EPF or SOCIO are responsible to give some assistance of money. It has a monetary value of 500 million ringgit and it is set to be distributed to qualified beneficiaries on October 2021. The support is part of the Pemulih package, which is the government effort to enhance the country's economy. Employees who lost their income are assessed regardless of their age. Benefits will be given based on the data from EPF and SOCIO contributions, which means that the employees who would like to enjoy this assistance must have contributed to EPF and SOCIO for at least 6 months in 2020 and not have contributed for at least 3 months until 30 June 2021. The BKP payment will be 500 ringgit and will be received as a one-time payment. Next, as the Menteri besar myself, I also concerned on part of society where I would like to highlight another solution to the issues that have been stated by our Ms. Moderator, which is lack of residents' involvement. To solve this issue, society needs to enhance public safety. The society needs to establish CCTV system at a crime hotspot and staging public safety awareness campaign to provide personal safety information to the society. In conducting public safety awareness campaign, social media-based crime prevention can be one of the platforms to assist children, teenagers, and vulnerable groups, including the elderly. Consequently, individuals will realize the need to install burglar alarms and be alert with the alarms, lock up valuables, and leave lights on while gone. Criminals are more likely to be caught when people look out for them and notify the cops. If they observe anything suspicious, they can notify the cops as soon as possible. So I think that with these two solutions, it can solve the problem that we have been stated earlier. That's all from me. I pass back to the moderator. Thank you.
It is really a fantastic opinion, YB. Thank you. So, before I wrap this documentary, I would like to thank everyone for spending time with us. All of the information and suggestions are really useful for the use of us in ensuring a safe city with no crime in the future. So, thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.